Hi there, this is Teresa. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to take a look. If you are in a long distance relationship and you want to know what is the likely outcome between you and your person, we're going to find out. We're going to look at Aries through Pisces. Feel free to check out your sun, moon, or rising placement. Keep in mind, only take what resonates, leave the rest, because this is general collective. Now, don't force it to fit if it's not your story. Okay, use your intuition to discern if it feels like it resonates with you and your scenario. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, I do have several readings on my website. Check it out. It's TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, we're going to start with Aries first. Aries, those of you that are in a long distance situation, we're going to see what the energy is going to be. What's going to be the outcome between you and this person that you're in a long distance relationship with? Aries. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it looks like this person that you're connecting with, they could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. They could also have Aquarius in their chart. This is an individual that they are emotionally balanced. Their heart chakra is fully open. They are very much investing in the situation because they see that there is potential here. We do have the Two of Cups on the board. So you could feel really connected with this person, not just on a intellectual level, but maybe you're very compatible, maybe you have a lot of the same interests or hobbies, but you could feel spiritually connected with this person. This person is somebody that you will feel that the two of you just are kind of in sync. You met at the right time. Both of you are single. You're both in really good positions in your life. So I do see that wishes are coming true, that if you are wanting union with this person, I do see there is potential. The month of July, 7 weeks, 7 months could also be significant when the two of you decide to be fully transparent that you want to actually potentially move closer towards each other. So I see there's a lot of hope that this is going to work out for the long term. All right, let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Taurus, those that are in a long distance relationship, what is happening in your situation? What's going to be the likely outcome for Taurus and their person? Okay, so it looks like there has been this back and forth ping pong between you and this individual Taurus. You maybe have been together, you've gotten along great, and then there's a fight, there's a lack of communication, and the two of you break up and then you get back together. This feels like a looped, recycled situation. It looks like you're starting to understand that this is a connection that maybe isn't as right as you thought it once was. Here in the present energy, you're really learning that what you value is somebody of integrity that isn't going to run away every time there's a fight or there's an issue. So it looks like here in the near future, you are seeing the truth that you maybe don't want this connection anymore, because we do have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you may decide that after a lot of thinking and analyzing, as much as you had hoped that this was going to work, you may realize that this connection plays too many games in your head, that you're constantly in stress or worry and concern of whether or not it's going to come back around and how to fix it. And you may have like insomnia here in the near future. And at that point, it's going to be the breaking point where you're going to say, you know what? I'm going to have to cut my losses. I'm going to have to walk away. I'm going to have to move on and let the situation go. Even though you may feel like a soul tie with this person, you may feel like this person is your soulmate, but what you may not realize is this actually could be a karmic soulmate, and you don't have to stay in a karmic connection. A karmic relationship really is just to teach you some type of fear and insecurity you have below the surface, something that is triggering in this connection, and you could be the karmic to this person, or they could be to you, or both of you. So it looks like here in the near future, you may decide the truth is that you just can't keep doing it. It's just not worth the stress. It's not worth your mental state. And it feels like that's the breaking point here in the near future. So could be in the next 1 to 9 days, or 1 to 9 weeks, or the next 8 weeks this could be happening. All right, let's move on to Gemini. Gemini, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Gemini, those of you in a long distance relationship, what's going to be the likely outcome here? What's happening with you and this individual? Gemini. Okay. So it looks like in the recent past, the two of you broke up. There was a major tower moment. Something had been pulled out from underneath of you. You might have found out that this person actually pursued somebody else and you realized that you'd sacrificed enough time. Well, it looks like in the present energy, this person has come back around. And you have been able to allow this person to come back around. You've allowed them back into your life. However, you've been very conservative that you still don't trust this person. There is an icy energy around you in the present. Here in the near future, it does look like you are going to realize that catching this person in the lies in the past of entertaining someone else has been too much. And even though this person did finally come clean and admit it, you've not been able to move past it here in the near future. So it looks like you're getting ready to really discover where your future is. And it feels like your future's not with this person. It's almost like as soon as this person came clean with the truth that they did cheat on you, that kind of closed the door or the option in your heart for forgiveness. It's almost like maybe you haven't worked through it and you may decide that, you know what, you're discovering you don't want this opportunity anymore. You don't want to try to make it work because you feel that you can't forgive them. There's almost like this perception of once a cheater, always a cheater. So I don't see that here in the near future that you're going to want to continue to stay in it. You may just kind of be emotionally checked out. You may be disregarding and realizing that you're not going all in because you don't want to. So, all right, Cancer. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Cancer. If you're in a long distance relationship and you want to know what is going to happen between you and your person, let's find out, Cancer. Cancer and their person. Okay. So in the recent past, it looks like there was kind of this inevitability that you thought this person was your wish come true, but something disrupted the connection in the recent past. And you kind of felt like inevitably something had to change. Maybe it was the physical distance needed to change. Maybe they weren't pouring into you emotionally the way they needed to. Well, it does look like right now this person has convinced you to give them more time. They've said, you know, they're going to do the right things. They're going to make you a priority. And it does look like you are allowing this person to put the intention and see if they purposely actually follow through with those intentions. So that's kind of where you're at right now in the current energy. Here in the near future, it does look like you have a vision of what you want from a partner, and you may find that this person's really just not connecting the dots. They're really not coming through with this strong gestures of I'm all in, I'm gonna do what I need to do. Maybe they're not traveling to see you. Maybe they're not communicating as effectively as you need. They're not checking the boxes off with your love language. They're not giving you the satisfaction that makes you feel like you wanna stay with it. So it does look like here in the near future, you might start doing some traveling. You may start doing some things outside of this connection. So instead of traveling to go see them, you may travel to go see someone else. You may travel to go see family and friends. You're making other things more of a priority, and you're kind of slowly tapering away from this because you are confident that you deserve more, and this person just really is not following through with giving you the more that you need. So it looks like you here in the near future, you're going to realize that you are going to probably want to break up with this person, but it feels like you're not going to say those words like I want to break up. I think you're just going to slowly separate yourself and eventually disappear without actually having closure with this person. All right, Leo. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Leo, if you're in a long distance relationship, what is going to be the likely outcome between you and your person, Leo? Leo in a long distance relationship. Okay, so in the recent past, this individual knew that they did not want to miss out on an opportunity with you. They were somebody who very much wanted you to see them in a perspective of a partner. It looks like in the current energy they are. With the Two of Cups, this person is somebody who's coming through and checking all the dots. In the near future, this person is walking directly towards you, Leo. They're coming, and they're coming with everything. They have their bags packed, they're traveling, they're coming to be with you in person. So it looks like this person is releasing anything in their past. They're distancing themselves from wherever they live currently. They're no longer going to live. They're going to move and relocate to be in your area. Does look like this person is determined to potentially marry you, have a future with you, and build a strong life with you. So this person is all in. There's also something about the two of you, your inner childs are connecting very strong. So you guys could have some type of bonding that you have experienced that both of you has strengthened your connection together. Virgo. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Virgo, you're in a long distance relationship and you want to know what is going to be the likely outcome. Let's find out, Virgo. Virgo and their person. We do have divine counterparts out here. We do have the King and Queen of Swords. So this person has this idea of potentially what this relationship could be. It looks like this person is making this relationship their first and only priority. So it feels like this person has some type of plan or strategy in the current energy, Virgo, of how they're going to come towards you here in the future. With that Queen of Swords, this is somebody who's also being very realistic. So they could be somebody who is really smart and intelligent. They want to make sure that they check all the dots before they actually make any changes. They are obsessed with the idea of being close to you. We do have the Death card at the bottom of the deck. So this is somebody who potentially is thinking that maybe they're going to put an end to where they live. Maybe they're going to quit their job. They're going to move to be closer to you. They're going to change something up in their life. They're going to put an end to something. And they're going to be able to make the change or the transition because they do see that this is a connection that they're all in, that they're wanting this connection, and they don't want to lose the opportunity. So it looks like it is progressing where they're going to make necessary changes here in the near future. Libra. All right, Libra, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Libra. You're in a long distance relationship, Libra. What is going to happen? What's going to be the outcome between you and this individual? Libra. Okay. All right, well, this person knows that they have to bring their A game when it comes to you. In the recent past, this person did a lot of commuting back and forth, making sure that they spent quality time with you. It looks like they are building up their strength and courage to let you know that they visualize the two of you actually coming into union, to be closer. Whether that means more frequent visits or maybe traveling, meeting halfway. There's something about this person wanting to talk to you about this, that they're going to work really hard to make it happen. They may even look at opportunities of jobs that will travel closer to your area or could actually put in a placement that's closer to you. So it looks like here in the near future, they are hoping that they can alchemize all of this to work in their favor because they do feel that there is potential here. They're trying to work out the details. They're trying to iron out the details. Maybe they're already talking to their bosses about trying to maybe do a job transfer, or they're trying to do something as far as relocating. Maybe they're going to do something online where they can work from home. They're definitely doing something behind the scenes because they do see there is potential here in the long term. So they are working hard to make that happen because they do want to protect this connection. Scorpio. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Scorpio. If you're in a long distance relationship, what is going to be the likely outcome here? Scorpio. Oh, got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Okay. This is fate and destiny. There's a turning point that's going to happen here. Okay. So the recent past, it looks like things were going really well with this, you and this person. This person is actually an entrepreneur. They might have had a little bit of uncertainty, a little bit of instability financially in their business. So that maybe had kind of put your position with them in kind of limbo. Maybe there was a sense of uncertainty, but they're coming through right now with knowing that they need to really tap into their emotions to solidify this connection, because here in the near future, they're not going to be honest with you, but they're secretly behind the scenes trying to figure out how they can give you an opportunity of commitment. So they're trying to work it out. So maybe they're trying to come see you. There's a sense of them feeling like, you know what, I want to make sure that I do the right thing because in the past I couldn't do the right thing. So I think their money position is changing here in the present and the near future, which is making them, with this Wheel of Fortune, make the decision that they need to make some changes. So it does look like with the Hierophant here in the near future, this person is thinking that they're learning that they want something more. So I do see commitment for the long term, maybe even something traditional, maybe a traditional marriage or a more traditional relationship in person, because in the present moment, they are making some type of changes that they know are inevitable. So they're lining some things up for here in the near future to potentially be closer to you in person is what it looks like. All right, Sagittarius. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Sagittarius, if you're in a long distance relationship, what's going to be the likely outcome here, Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Okay, so it looks like in the recent past, this person has had some trust issues. They don't listen to their intuition. They don't really trust what they need to do. They do have a lot of codependency issues here in the past that came out. The current energy, it looks like you guys are maybe in the middle of a fight. This person maybe made the decision that they just maybe want to move on. So you could be taking a little bit of a break with this person. Here in the near future, they are going to try to rebound themselves. Now, the problem is this person is a little bit hopeless that it's actually going to work out. And I think it's because there is distance and this person has some maybe codependency issues. They expect too much too soon. We do have the Death card coming in here in the near future. So it does look like either you or this person are going to decide to officially end things. It's just not working, and recognizing that this person is still like in a negative looming energy, you might be the one who pulls the trigger and says, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. So I see a ending of a relationship here in the near future between the two of you. Capricorn, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website's TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Capricorn, if you're in a long distance relationship, what's going to be the likely outcome between you and your person? Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay, so in the recent past, it looks like the two of you shared a lot of moments together. You actually shared so many moments you realized that you were actually bonded, maybe on a soul level. There was just an interlocking that you felt here in the recent past. And you both were very attracted to each other. You knew that you just had to go for it. Regardless that there was distance there, you just needed to go all in. So it looks like in the current energy, both of you are not backing down. You're still full force, full speed ahead. In the near future, you are realizing that this relationship is something that you're both open to elevating it further. And it looks like you guys are making plans to do that. There is a course of action that both of you are trying to create some type of vision here in the near future of how do we get closer together, because the distance is a factor. It feels like it's maybe only like a 6 hour difference. It's not like another country. It's something that there is a little bit of travel time here, but not where it's impossible to see each other a little bit more. So it does look like you both are trying to make some choices, how you dually could maybe commute back and forth more frequently, or one of you may decide that, you know what, thinking freely, maybe I could work and do something from home where I could travel and be closer to you. So it does look like this person's all in, and so are you. Aquarius. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Aquarius, if you're in a long distance relationship, what is going to be the likely outcome for you and your person, Aquarius? Okay, so in the recent past, this was something that both of you were kind of at peace. It was something casual. It was no big deal. You guys were being realistic that it was probably not going to turn into something because there was distance. In the current energy, it kind of looks like you both are looking at your decision or your choices and options of, do I keep continuing to give to this, or do I maybe think to go elsewhere? Looks like here in the near future, both of you are caught up in your head in a negative fashion that you're not being able to have the chemistry or the engagement because you're not physically together. It does feel like your worlds apart, like there's a lot of distance here. It does look like both of you are looking at things from a different perspective, realizing that you have to reevaluate what is your plan or course of action in the connection. And as much as you maybe were comfortable in the past, you're realizing here in the near future that that comfort is kind of dissolving, because the newness is wore off, the shininess is wore off, and back to the basics, you're not in union, and you potentially will never be in union because it feels like there's like different countries. There's something that it feels like the two of you will never be able to cross over into each other's world, except for maybe verbally or through video. But physically, it doesn't feel like you'll ever be able to meet. So one or both of you may decide that, you know what, there's a desire to pursue other options here in the near future. Pisces, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Pisces, you're in a long distance relationship. What is happening? What's going to happen? What's going to be the likely outcome with you and this individual Pisces? Pisces and their person. Okay, so in the recent past, you both were really excited about this opportunity. You both were a little bit creative, a little bit playful, enjoying it, that it was something new, it was something fun and adventurous. Current energy, there is something about wanting stability, wanting more stability. One or both of you is realizing that you've been doing this maybe for a year or more, and it's really not stabilizing into something. In the near future, I do see there is going to be a little bit of a decision that this is a lost opportunity. This is a lost cause. And somebody's coming in the Queen of Swords energy, recognizing that this is not coming into a full-blown commitment in person. And it could be that you guys really just enjoyed the playful nature, that you were able to tap into each other's inner child, make yourselves temporarily happy. But it does look like here in the near future, somebody brings competition into the connection, whether that's you or that's your person. Somebody goes outside of this relationship and pursues other options. And because of that, we do have the Queen of Swords, where someone else is realizing somebody has crossed boundaries and they are no longer entertaining the connection. So I do see that there will be a quick ending. It will happen rapidly, where there will be a divide where the two of you are going to choose not to be able to maintain this because somebody does go outside the connection. Whether that's you or that's this person, either way, somebody rushes in towards another person and the other person rushes in and cuts the situation off completely.